Well, hello, Arco. It is time for auction week, the biggest fundraiser of the year. I'm very happy to be with you once again. I'm auctioneer Patrick, and we have a wonderful program for you today as we kick off bidding in the online auction. Joining me today is the one and only auction share extraordinaire and vice president at Arco Spanish Immersion Charter School. Please put your hands together virtually for the amazing Krista Billings. How are you, Krista?
I'm doing great and excited for auction season to finally be here and see everybody in person and hang out together.
It's going to be fantastic. I mean, I just can't wait. It's going to be an awesome, awesome week. It's always so heartwarming to see the incredible support from the community and from the families to make this very unique and successful charter school continue to thrive in regardless of any challenges, right? Whether it's water breaks or anything that happens, right? You guys always seem to come through. So that is fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about, we've got the online auction open today. Next week on Saturday, we're headed to Portland Golf Club for the big event on April 5th. And it won't be an auction without the one and only Mario Barron in the house. Mario, you are entered in the drawing, and right now you are the odds-on favorite to win. Okay, buddy. So that is fantastic. And mentioning that, let's chime in here, folks. Feel free as you tune in. If you got any questions, make sure you say hello in the chat. Feel free to ask any questions, and we will answer them right here live on the air. I do want to remind you and incentivize you a little bit to chat with us. Everyone participating in the chat is entered to win a $25 Amazon gift card today. So we would love to have the interaction. Lots of folks tuning in right now, which is fantastic. I want to make sure that you definitely add a comment in there. And I see my second favorite. Well, looky there. Well, thank you so much, Mike. I certainly appreciate that, buddy. I turned the big 6-0 this week, and I appreciate you bringing that up, pal. So great to see Mario and Mike in the audience. We even have a little shout out from my buddy Didi Kiso down in, I always say East Bay. I'm going to say East Bay today, down in Livermore area, down in California, tuning in. Fine auctioneer with Everything Gala, doing great work for nonprofits down there, and a big fan of what we do up here. So good to see you in the chat there, Dee. So as we get ready to make this event happen next week, obviously starting with the online bidding today, Krista, one of the things that what helps us make this event as special as it is our sponsors. And you have a great selection, some new names that I haven't seen before. Tell us a little bit about those sponsors helping us make things happen this week.
So we have two gold sponsors, Fund Ed. They are our grant writer extraordinaire who have helped us procure some amazing grants this year. And World of Smiles is a return one, but this year they upped their sponsorship to a gold sponsorship. They're a local pediatric dentist. Check them out if you need a new dentist. And then we have two bronze sponsors, Pacific Landscape Management, who does all the landscaping for our beautiful campus. And if you need somebody for a business, give them a call. And last is Growth Schools, who is our marketing firm and has helped us with all things marketing, bringing all of the, amazing students to us to support our school.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And it's so fantastic. Over the next 8-9 days, we're going to raise a fair amount of money, a lot of money. I know it's really important to Arcoitus, as we all know on this call, and from within the charter community, that charter school funding, even though they're a public school, you only receive about 80% of the funding that most public schools get, and yet your expenses are significantly higher, right? You have to have your own building. You have to have a lot of things that we take for granted in the traditional public school environment. Give me a sense of a little bit about how the dollars are used that we will raise from this event over the next 8-9 days.
So the funds raised from our auction will be used for our general fund. As you all know, we have a gap in funding between our existing revenue from the district and the operating budget we have to support the school. All of your contributions will go into the operational budget, supporting our core academic programs, our charter requirements, facility costs, and most importantly, our teacher salaries. Attracting and retaining teachers is just fundamental to our top-notch immersion program, and we couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's always been a challenge, right? Because the teachers are really the heartbeat of the school. And so being able to recruit those instructors, and obviously with a unique skill set based on the curriculum at Arco is just couldn't be more important. So everybody, this is a great event. And one of the things that I love about this event, Krista, is that we don't have to 100% rely on the parents in this situation, right? We have an opportunity because of the format, because of the online auction, because of the gathering event next week at Portland Golf Club. Friends, this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to showcase the incredible work happening at Arco to a much bigger audience than you would traditionally think, right? And that's what makes this event so special every year. And hey, Melanie Myers, welcome, first of all, to Arco. And I can't wait to see your bid numbers. So I expect you to bid high and bid often. And I'll give you a little bit of advice. Bid first and bid last if you want to win any items, right? So bid first and bid last. Fast and last is the secret. All right. Thanks for tuning in today, Melanie. So we've got a lot of ways for folks to support us and support the school and make it continue to be as special as it is. How about I dive in and share a little bit about how that's going to work this week?
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. Let's go ahead. I'm going to share screen here for a second, and I want to start off by telling you how to. Maybe you're tuned in right now on this little window right here on the main auction website, but I also want to give you the opportunity and let you know if you're on Facebook with us today. Let's go ahead and use this web address. This URL will take you directly to the auction page. And I'm sure you've got one off the Arcoitus website also to get folks to the auction website. But this is the best way to go. This will take you directly to the page that you're seeing right here. You'll notice when you get here, a couple of things. It could not be easier, friends. First and foremost, want to let you know that you can still buy tickets. Today's the last day, though. Is that right, Krista?
Today is the last day. We're going to cut it off in this early evening because got to get those numbers over to our venue. So it's not too late to get your tickets.
Yeah, and hopefully they don't start cooking this a week early, but they got to order the food and get everything just perfect. They do such a great job there at Portland Golf Club. But get your tickets today. If you don't already have tickets, I see Mario encouraging Melanie, come to the event with us. So Melanie, you still got time. If you haven't bought tickets yet, get them. And everybody out there, get those tickets and join us next week. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. You'll also see that you can bid online right here by clicking here. We're also previewing our live auction, right? I'll talk a little bit about that. And are we done making classroom donations at this point, Krista, or is that something that folks can still be doing?
We are done with those.
Okay.
People are always welcome to still donate.
Absolutely, they are. Absolutely, they are. We love it when they donate. So that is fantastic. And I got a request in I'm going to drop it in the chat right here. Whoops, that's not the one I wanted. Let's not do that. What I am doing is that I had a request in the chat, and it's out there now. So Hannah, thanks for tuning in on Facebook, and I have dropped that in the chat. So you should be able to see that on the Facebook page in multiple locations. So there you go. You're all set. And Mike, yeah, we don't want anybody to scare her off either. So I agree with that. So you've got so the classroom donations, you don't need to worry about that right now. The next thing I want to bring attention to while we're on this home page right now Krista, is you've got a golden ticket raffle going on, which is really exciting. Let's talk a little bit about that. Someone is going to get their choice of a trip to Mexico or Hawaii. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Absolutely.
So,
And this is an incredible opportunity. One lucky person. We're only selling 100 tickets, friends. Just 100 tickets. So your odds are really, really good. And there's 81 tickets remaining currently. Tickets are only $100, and you could win a trip worth several $1,000s just by buying a ticket. Now, you do need to be located in the state of Oregon when you purchase that ticket. So it's kind of like a lottery. You can't buy a Washington lottery ticket in the state of Oregon. You cannot buy a lottery ticket or cannot buy a golden raffle ticket if you are outside of the state of Oregon. You need to physically be located here. You don't have to live here. You need to be physically located when you are making that purchase online. So that's important. But the winner is going to get their choice of a 5-night all-inclusive stay for 2 adults in their choice of destination: Mazatlan, Puerto Morelos, Cancun, or the Dominican Republic. Wow, what an incredible package. That package is all-inclusive and valued at $3,250, or they can take a 5-night stay in a Waikiki room at the Outrigger Beachcomber in Waikiki Beach, Oahu, which I have heard some fabulous things about this property. It has been was recently remodeled here a couple of years ago, and it's just a really great location, very convenient to the beach and all things Oahu. So get in there and get your raffle tickets before they're all gone, folks, and we will be making that drawing at the main event. You don't have to be present to win, but we will be making that. We'll spin the wheel of names, as we like to say, on Saturday, April 5th over at Portland Golf Club. So fantastic. And folks, when you get to the website, I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and register. When you register, you are going to get an email. That email will confirm your email address, which is always important because we want to make sure that we're able to communicate with you. And the other thing that's going to do, and I'm going to encourage you to do this a great deal, is that it's going to show you a link to the Octria application that you can put on your phone, whether it's an Android or an iPhone. It works in both platforms. And I don't know about you, Krista, but I find it exciting and fun to watch all the action right there on my phone. You can always use a web browser, but having that Octria app is really handy and is a great feature for all of us using Octria. And to participate in the event, you can monitor your bids, buy more golden ticket raffles, all sorts of different things. So make sure you download that Octria app. And then once you have that, let's talk a little bit about how you go in and bid, because, I don't know about you, Krista, but I'm always trying to get the best deals. I mean, I want to support Arco, but if I can get a great deal, that's what I want to do. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I mean,
absolutely.
Best way. If you're going to spend the money, you might as well support the school. That's
right. And so, hey, Jessie Barone, she's in the room too. That's awesome. Thanks for tuning in. And our old buddy, Kristen Smith, is on the call on Facebook. That's fantastic. Thanks for tuning in. We also have multiple items. I mean, you have, what did I see? 90 items? Is that about right?
Yes. And we have more coming. With it being spring break, the school's been closed. So I can't pick up all our new items until Monday. So more items coming soon. So make sure you all check in often, because we will be adding items throughout the week as they trickle in due to the spring break process. I just received a few more today that I'll get up later this afternoon. So
yeah, that is fantastic news, right? So keep staying in touch. I was overwhelmed when I tuned in here this morning, because I always like to check it out before anybody else bids, right? Because that's the best way to get the best deals. I was overwhelmed with your selection. I mean, there is something for everybody here. It looks like to me. Is that a fair statement?
Absolutely. And I do
Yeah.
want to also tell you all, some of our great items are also reserved for our silent auction in person. So some that you can't even see yet. So if you want to bid on those, you got to come to the auction. Buy your tickets today.
Yeah, I like it. Look at you go, marketing queen. That is awesome. That is awesome. But there's some fun packages here. I'm going to find, oh, Leia Cole. Are you kidding me? Leia Cole up around the Spokane area, right? Or Walla Walla area.
Yeah, in the Walla Walla area.
Yeah, Leia Cole, one of my favorite Merlots. That is fantastic. You also have the float on organizer. There is a lot of activities here for families.
Yes, lots of
Yes,
different
there is.
activities. So
Yes,
many to
there
choose
is.
from.
Yeah, and so that's a fun deal. I was looking for something because I always place the first bid on something. So I got to find which one is jumping out at me. No, I saw it. Where was it? Where was it? And if you're wondering where something is, you can always search for an item right up here, or you can show by categories if you want to query out certain items. It's gonna hit me right here. I know I got to be close because I'm getting near the end. I want to make sure that I'm bidding on something Mike and Mario are bidding on. Because that's my goal, is to outbid Mike and Mario. And that is what I'm trying to do. Aaron's giving you a little shout out there, Krista, telling you thank you for all the hard work. Absolutely. Thank you for all the hard work. That's very nice of you, Aaron. Thanks for tuning in. And you're in the drawing. So everyone that participates in the chat today is entered to win a $25 Amazon gift card. So make sure you say hello, ask any questions that you might have, and you will be entered into the drawing. So I'm trying to think what it was that I saw earlier, and I'm struggling with it. And I'm not going to ask you, Krista, because I don't want you to tell me the things you're bidding on, because we don't want anybody to outbid you. I know what it was. It was a Seattle deal. I was just in Seattle earlier this week for something, and it was fantastic. And this idea of going up there again and going to the Museum of Pop Culture, and then also you had an Ivers gift card in this package, right? So this package is valued. When you first log in, you will notice immediately, if you've already registered, it will tell you that bidding ends in 9 days plus bid extension. I want to touch on what that means. Bid extension is a feature of our software that allows it to operate like a normal auction. In other words, when I'm calling bids from the podium or from the microphone, I don't say sold until people are done bidding, okay? And a lot of people get caught up in an online auction based on the time it closes. Well, when we're using bid extension, what will happen is if an item receives a bid within the last 5 minutes before it closes, in this case, noon on April 6th, so the Sunday after our big gala at Portland Golf Club. So if it got a bid between 11:55 a.m. and noon, it will notify the person who just got outbid, and it will extend our closing time a new 5 minutes, okay? So what you want to be careful of is thinking that you're going to bid at 11:59 and 59 tenths of a second, right? Because that won't work for you. What will happen is that it will extend it another 5 minutes, and the other person will be able to bid against you. So keep that in mind if you're watching your items. Not going to be a problem if you got the app, because it's going to notify you when you've been outbid and tell you how much time you have left to bid. But make sure you know when things actually close, because they will start to close on noon on next Sunday, April 6th. Now, the next thing you do is you will tell you that currently this item doesn't have a bid, and the starting bid is at $10. What a cool deal, Krista, that I think everything in your online auction started at $10. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So everybody can participate. Now, this is a package worth a couple of $100. I think it has every bit of that value, but I'd like to say I don't want to spend more than 100. I'm going to say 150 because I'm going to leave something for everybody else to get into it. Okay. So I'm going to place a bid at $150. Now, the important thing to know here is that if I could get it for $10, I'd rather do that. Okay. But I'm willing to pay $150. Now, this is how you're going to get the best deal, friends, is you're going to make sure that this box right here is clicked. It's place as proxy bid, okay? What that means is it's going to take my $150 and it's going to say that's the most he wants to spend. And it's going to make sure that it keeps me in the lead at the lowest possible bid amount up to $150. So what's going to happen when I click on bid here, I've got the box checked and I'm going to hit bid. And it's okay, are you want to bid up to a maximum of $150? I say yes. Okay. Now, what you see here, and this is important to make sure you get the best deal, Krista. It says that the current bid is at $10. The next bid must be at least $20. Now, what will happen is if Krista goes in and bids $20, it will tell her she's already been outbid and that she needs to be at $30. Okay. The reality is the computer will take me to $20. Okay. Now, had I placed my bid at $10 and Krista bid 20, I'd have to bid 30 to be in the lead. But because I set my proxy bid at 150, when she bid 20, it just raised my bid to $20 instead of making me bid $30. You follow that? Nod for me, Krista.
Yes.
You get it because you're a professional. But I want to make sure our audience gets it, okay? So if you have any questions about that, friends, make sure that you ask those questions in the chat right now, and we will answer them, okay? But that's how you're going to get the best deals, right? Is make sure you set those proxy bids. And that's why it's so important to bid today. Jump in there while all the items are just starting out today, and let's get those proxy bids in there so that you don't have to worry about not getting the best opportunity and the best deals, right? And Mike Bryan, don't even think about outbidding me, buddy. I'm all over you. I am on you, as they say. Okay, so that's how you bid. It couldn't be easier, folks. Jump in there. What's some of your items that you think your audience would be excited about in the online auction, Krista?
Oh, our ever popular director or assistant for the day to hang out with, the principal or the director or the assistant director is always amazing. Those are super popular. We've got some timber tickets.
And right now they're at $10. So that's an excellent opportunity. Good call there, Krista.
There's some timber tickets.
Did I see you were at the Thorns game the other night?
I was. I'm a season ticket holder, and I am going to donate one of my pairs to the silent auction in person.
There you go. That's awesome. And hey, folks, Krista's brought this up a couple of times, and I want to touch base on it. We're gonna have our online auction. We're gonna have our live auction at the event. We're also gonna add a silent auction at the event for a select few items that people are going to be really excited about. And you're going to want to be at the event because you can only bid on the live auction items or the silent auction items if you're in person. Okay. So make sure you get those tickets today. They're still available till the end of the day. So get those tickets now. All right. And let's look at, speaking of the live auction, Crystal, let's look at our live auction catalog, and you can preview it right now. So this is a great opportunity, friends, for you to go in, check it out, talk it over with your partner, and decide how much do we want to bid on these incredible packages, right? Date nights for a year, Krista. This is always a hugely popular package at Arco. It is. And this has got a collection of gift cards from Porque No, Landry's, Wildfin, Mingo. Oh, I was so disappointed the other night. I tried to go into Mingo and it was already closed after I did an event at the Research. I wanted to go. It was right across the street. I just missed it. Doe Zone, Fogo de Chao, Arcoitas alumni Ben Siver worked at Fogo de Chao for quite a while. Great experience. Salty's on the coin. Roos Chris, Benny Hanna, Bethany's Table. Mort, are you kidding me? This is an incredible package, Krista.
I want it every year, but I always get outbid. I
mean, this is an incredible package. What an awesome deal, right? no excuse, guys. Mike, Mario, this is the package you need to be bidding very, very fast. And be sure you bid last on when we get together next Saturday night, because this is your get out of jail free card. And I know both of you need them. So this would be a great package for you guys to bid on. You also have a new package I hadn't seen before, this Disneyland Magic package. Tell me about that, Krista.
Yeah, so we have a $750 gift card. You can use it for all things Disney. It equates to the equivalent of 3 one-day park hopper passes. So you can at least get 3 of your family members in for that price. But you can also just use it anything at the restaurants, at the resorts. You can use it however you seem fit. But we're glad to add a Disney package back into the system because that's an ever popular package, and we haven't been able to have that added back in for many, many years. So I'm excited
that's
to
awesome.
see that again.
That's always been popular at Arco. And then we've got the Sun River Getaway. We've got a couple of Central Oregons, and this is always a great one. The beautiful home provided by, I think this is the Bennington Properties one, right? Yeah. And this is 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths. This is for 2-night overstay at Sun River. What a great way to get out of town for a couple of days in beautiful Sun River, but also while supporting Arcoitus, right? So there's a great package. And this parking spot, we're going to have a brawl for that this year, aren't we?
I hope so. Our winner for the last 2 years will be there live in person again. So we'll see if they get bid it back up.
Yeah, well, see how much they love parking where they're parking, right? I mean, I follow the Facebook page a little bit on Arcoitus, and it seems like there's a few traffic times or whatever around there. And so it's great to have that reserved parking spot at all hours and all days and all times. So get ready to bid high and bid often. And then there's also a Central Bend experience. This is 3 nights at this incredibly gorgeous home. And then you've also included a Wanderlust tour for a half-day adventure. This home always just amazes me. I think it looks so cool. I've always thought that would be a fun place to hang out. And big thank you to Natalie and Eric Schlock for making that available for us. But that's a really cool package. And then you're going to be adding another package, is our 6th package. So stay tuned, folks. There's another package coming in. I think you're going to be extremely excited. You can share it if you want to, Krista. Do you want to tell them about it?
Sure. Our last item, it will be an all-inclusive beach package. It's the same one that you can see in our golden ticket.
Awesome.
So if you want to check out the fine details and check out some pictures, you can hop on over to the golden tickets, look at it there, and also purchase a ticket.
Purchase a ticket, and then get ready with your bid card and bid it up in the live auction next Saturday, April 5th, as we're going to have an incredible time at Portland Golf Club. So that is awesome. The other thing I want to share with you, I'm going to go back to it real quick, because I think this is important. I made the comment earlier about this is an opportunity to really expand our bandwidth as a community, reach out to folks outside of our community and give them the opportunity to support Arcoitus. And one of the ways that you can do that is when you see an item like these timber tickets. This is a perfect example. There's a lot of folks that that would be fired up to go to the Timbers game. And if they could also support a cause near and dear to your heart, that would be a positive also. So when you see an item, and you, Mario, you're bidding. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm about to get you outbid. When you see an item that you think some of your friends or somebody would be really fired up about, if it's a bunch of friends, if you just click on Facebook right here, that it will take it to your Facebook page, and it will create a post for you to put on Facebook with a direct link to this specific item. So they don't have to navigate through a lot of details. It'll go right to this item. And it's a great way for us in the community to share items out to our social media contacts and say, hey, here's a great package available at my school auction this year, and you could bid too, right? Because all we got to do is send them the tickets. We don't have to package it up and ship it. It's a real easy package, right? So share it out. You can also, if you want to keep it so you don't create too much bidding against people, you can click on the link and put it in an email. You can share it out however you want. So make sure that when you see items and you think about people outside of the folks that would be looking at this on a regular basis, make sure you share it out to them and let them know. And you can also, if you want, great idea, is share the entire event. And I always say do that with grandparents and neighbors and friends that have heard you speak so many great things about Arcoitus in the past. Let them know that they have an opportunity to support Arcoitus and the incredible work that we're doing with the Spanish Immersion program at this fine school. So make sure you click on any of these icons. It will post it to your social media, and you can say a few kind words about why you support Arcoitus. So that would be fantastic. Krista, as we get ready for next week, right? And Hannah made another comment here. So many great items, packages. This is awesome. You're welcome, Hannah. There is lots for you to look at. And like Krista said a minute ago, make sure that you come back each of the days in the next few days, because once the school opens up on Monday, Krista will be having the opportunity to get the mail, and there should be quite a few more items that we'll be adding to all three of the auctions, I would suspect. So make sure that you check back with the site regularly to see the new items, okay? Krista, as people are planning for next Saturday at Portland Golf Club, give us a feel of what they can expect.
Yeah, I mean, you'll show up and enjoy some lovely appetizers before our dinner event, and you can enjoy those while you're viewing the silent auction and getting in your social time and mingling with everybody. And then we'll have a sit-down dinner before we jump into our live auction event. I do want to mention that dress is usually semi-formal or just anything appropriate for a nice dinner out or cocktail. No jeans are allowed at this venue. So
yeah,
keep that in mind.
So no denim at Portland Golf Club. Traditional, private club type of an environment. Everybody always looks. It's kind of fun to see everybody get a little dressed up. You don't have to go coat and tie, but nice dresses, nice slacks, and open collar shirts is great. And just be ready to have a good time, because it is a fun event, and it's exciting for me standing at the front. I and you've been up there with me now the last several years, Krista. We were talking about it. You have a different perception when you're standing up front and you look out at the audience and you can see the heartfelt love that so many people in the room have for Arcoitus. And the community and the things that happen at Arcoitus. It's a pretty special feeling, isn't it?
It is, yes, for sure.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So it definitely will be a great night, and we hope you'll be a part of it, because you need to get on the website today and buy your tickets. And if you still don't have that website, there it is, right there. Go right to the top, and we can't wait to see you at Saturday at the golf club. We want to make sure you remember that the online bidding will begin to close, right, because of that bid extension. It will begin to close at noon the following day on Sunday, April 6th. So you may not be feeling particularly well that next day. Some folks dive in pretty good that night, it seems like. So, but you'll be able to keep bidding that next morning until starting at noon. It'll start to close. So, Krista, how about we give away our Amazon gift card?
Sounds great. I'm so happy to see a bunch of people tuning in and commenting with us today.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely awesome. And looky there, I just got a note from one of our founders this morning about, I had already heard, but she sent me a very nice note about her and David, Dion Nill, and David are headed to move to Utah. So, Dion, I'm optimistic. I'm hoping I'm going to see you next week. But if I don't, I'll be thinking of you. And if I get to Utah, I can't wait to reach out to you. So that'll be a lot of fun. And thank you so much again for, Dion's been a huge part of what's happened at Arcoitus going back to the very beginning. And her son is now Devlin is at Cal Poly and doing great things. Going to be launching space shuttles probably sometime soon. But here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look and see who is going to win our drawing. This is for a $25 Amazon gift card just for tuning in and joining the chat. Here we go. Who's it going to be? And not be Mario Barone. Actually, Mario's okay. It's Mike. Looky there. How about that? Hannah, you are the big winner. So congratulations, Hannah. Watch your email, Hannah. You'll get your gift card in the email from auctioneer Patrick, and I can't wait. I hope I get to meet you next week. So, Hannah, congratulations, and we hope that you will be joining us next week, and we'll have a great time. Krista, any final tips, reminders, anything we need to? I know I've got one in my head, but I'm going to let you say something, and then I'll wrap it up.
I just hope that everyone will be part of this great week of generosity and supporting our students and our teachers. And as always, a reminder to bid high and bid often.
Absolutely. It's going to be fantastic. And folks, if you're attending next week, I want you to look for an email on Friday afternoon. We're going to be sending a self-check-in email. You'll be able to update your contact information, and it will self-check you in. It'll then shoot you an email with some last-minute reminders about the event, and it'll make the check-in process go even faster. So Mario and Mike can get to the bar faster. So anyhow, thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Congratulations, Hannah. It was great to have such a wonderful crowd. Let's all come together and support Arco EOS. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Thank you, Krista, for all you're doing. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.